Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to the channel on Monday Night Raw. But oh my goodness, Naomi just wiping out Bianca Belair at the start of the show here. Bianca Belair clearly just arriving, and she was about to cash in her Money in the Bank briefcase back at SummerSlam, but this woman Naomi stopped her in her tracks, and now Naomi is just muttering away at Bianca Belair and also wiping her out here with a shovel, and she's just claiming to Bianca that that championship is hers and no one is going to take it from her. Well, I mean, what has gone into Naomi recently? Completely losing her marbles here, getting absolutely obsessed with the WWE Women's World Championship, and she's busted Bianca Belair wide open, clearly not wanting Miss Money in the Bank to cash in that briefcase, slamming her face first into the glass as well. And we need some medical attention out here because Bianca Belair is in quite the state right now. Naomi absolutely remorseless here, and she's not finished just yet. We need some help back there. Someone needs to help Bianca Belair here. Naomi, what is she planning now? Oh no, don't do it, Naomi. No, don't do it. Oh my goodness, Bianca Belair probably got a broken hand at the hands of Naomi. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the series, welcome back to the channel. This is Monday Night Raw, following on from SummerSlam, where this man, Seth freaking Rollins, successfully took down the Tribal Chief, just like he said he would, but he had a trick up his sleeve. We saw a masked attacker during that matchup, which assisted Seth Rollins in getting the victory. But here tonight to open up the show on Monday Night Raw, Seth freaking Rollins has a message for the WWE Universe.
Last night, some of you finally figured it out. You see, while everybody else is busy reacting, I'm busy planning. I don't live in the moment. I live 2 steps ahead of it. Roman Reigns found that out the hard way at SummerSlam. Masked attacker, mystery man, conspiracy theories. You people still don't get it. That wasn't chaos. That was control. And if you think that was the end, oh no, I'm only just getting started. Because now that SummerSlam is over, now that the dust has settled, now that the parasite has been eliminated, my eyes are locked on one thing: the World Heavyweight Championship.
Oh, hold on a minute. Well, here is another man who has a victory over the Tribal Chief here in 2K25's Universe Mode series. It is Finn Balor, the man who took down the Ring General back at SummerSlam. And it seems like Finn Balor has been waiting patiently, and he eliminated one threat which stood in his way, which was the Ring General. And now Finn Balor, I'm sure, has his eyes locked on that World Heavyweight Championship, just like Seth freaking Rollins. But let's see what Finn Balor has got to say here.
No. You don't just get to walk out here Run your mouth. And decide you're next. You think one win gives you the fast lane? Not on my watch. This is my year. I beat Roman Reigns before you did. And at SummerSlam, I put down the ring general. So if anyone is next in line, it's me.
Wow, listen to you. Beating Roman, beating Gunther. Congratulations, Finn. Really. But here's the thing. You've had big wins before. And every time you start believing, it all slips through your fingers. So if you think you're next, why don't we find out tonight? You and me, one-on-one. If you're really that good, then prove it.
You're on.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as we move on with the show here on Monday Night Raw, we have DIY in tag team action once again. We, of course, did see them back at SummerSlam arrive at night one to try and crash the party. But unfortunately for them, D-Generation X made their big return and finally put Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano back in their place. But now Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano have an opportunity to try and fight themselves back towards those tag team championships, which they have been absolutely obsessed with ever since losing the titles. They seem to have gone down a downward spiral as of late, ever since losing those titles and focusing on the wrong things, such as attacking management backstage, which led to SummerSlam, where they finally got put down by Triple H and Shawn Michaels. And ladies and gentlemen, here are your undisputed tag team champions. Somehow, someway, against all the odds, these two headed into SummerSlam in a fatal four-way tornado tag team matchup against the Street Profits, the New Day, and the Bullet Club. And somehow, these two walked out with still the championships around their waist. Here tonight, the tag team titles are not on the line, but if DIY are victorious here, then you could argue that maybe they are the number one contenders. So Johnny Gargano and Nathan Frazier about to kickstart this matchup. So DIY looking to get themselves back into the tag team division and back towards championship gold. And well, Johnny Gargano right out the gates, going for a submission hold here. Perhaps he's thinking that maybe the fact that Nathan Frazier and Axiom had that brutal matchup on night 2 of SummerSlam, only last night of course, then maybe they will be a little bit more battered and beaten down than Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. However, you must also think about the fact that Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano of course had a no disqualification match, Tornado Tag Rules as well, against D-Generation X on night 1, so they're going to be suffering a little bit here this evening as well. Big strikes now by Nathan Frazier. Johnny Gargano with a reversal, sending Frazier into the corner, looking for perhaps a double team, but Nathan Frazier not about to allow that to happen. And now, well, great camera work that by the cameraman, but Nathan Frazier with an enziguri connecting. Seems on the top of his game as of late, ever since winning those tag team titles. And well, hold on a second, Fraxiom, just a little bit of miscommunication there, which is the first time we've really seen that between them. Of course, we did see an incident, brief incident, back at SummerSlam where Nathan Frazier accidentally, Well, I mean, I assume that it was accidental in attacking his tag team partner. As now double super kick connecting. And now Johnny Gargano desperately going for the tag, and he gets it. Tommaso Ciampa into the ring, a big knee connecting right on the jaw of Axiom. And now target the knee of Axiom as well. Tommaso Ciampa here. Big strikes to Axiom. And a big clubbing blow to the back of the neck. Tommaso Ciampa been pushed away by Axiom here. As now Axiom up onto the second rope. Tommaso Ciampa didn't really know what to do there. As now Axiom looking to inflict more punishment upon Tommaso Ciampa. Sent into the corner. Nathan Frazier tags back in. The champions working well together as a team here this evening. As now Nathan Frazier planting Tommaso Ciampa. Now Frazier heading up to the second rope, but Tommaso Ciampa looking for the tag. He's able to avoid that big body splash. Johnny Gargano wanted to be tagged in there for a moment, but now Tommaso Ciampa with a big knee, this time to the face of Nathan Frazier. And back into the ring comes Johnny Gargano. Johnny wrestling. Dropkick connecting, and Nathan Frazier wisely heading to the outside. And well, Axiom getting himself involved here, causing a distraction, which, I mean, Johnny Gargano needs to remain focused. And I'm sure that this is probably going to add to the paranoia of DIY. But, I mean, they can't really blame management anymore. They've been put in their place now. So DIY, this is almost a must-win for them. Because otherwise, where do they go from here? As Johnny Gargano sent back into the ring. Nathan Frazier now. Oh, he was looking for maybe a submission hold there, perhaps. But Johnny Gargano with a reversal. Now, double team coming for DIY. Looking for a double super kick of their own. Giving Nathan Frazier a taste of his own medicine by Axiom. Getting the hot tag here. Big elbow connecting for him. Now out to the apron. Axiom is feeling it. Getting the WWE Universe behind him. Off with a springboard. Connecting with the missile dropkick. And the tag team champions are building momentum. Now over onto the rope. Axiom now. Oh my goodness. Axiom into a big DDT off with a springboard. Utilising the ropes to his advantage into the cover. Looking for the victory. Big kick out found by Ciampa. Johnny Gargano at the last possible second deciding that maybe his partner needed his help there. But I don't think that Johnny Gargano would have quite been able to make it to save the pin. As now Gargano was looking for a tag there perhaps. But Tommaso Ciampa was trying to roll to the outside. As now Ciampa utilising the ropes to get back to his feet. Nathan Frazier getting the WWE Universe behind him. And he's just teasing Tommaso Ciampa here. It's a dangerous game, that. Because Tommaso Ciampa is a dangerous opponent as he fights his way back into this one. Big knee connecting again, which takes one half of the tag team champions down. And now Axiom with a big clubbing blow may have just saved his tag team partner, as Tommaso Ciampa was setting up Nathan Frazier. But hold on a second. Project Ciampa connecting the knees to the spine, and Ciampa isn't done just yet. Surprisingly enough, he's not gone for the pinfall there. Johnny Gargano tried to get involved. I believe Ciampa wanted to get a double team action there, perhaps maybe even the meet in the middle. But Johnny Gargano, some miscommunication for DIY. Sent into the corner now, Ciampa. Big strike for Nathan Frazier here. Axiom into the ring as well. Big drop kick connecting. Double team by the tag team champions as Ciampa is struggling in this one. As now Axiom is setting up Ciampa here. Ciampa's in deep trouble. Big kick connecting into the cover. Axiom looking for the victory for the tag champions. No. Big kick out found for Ciampa, but Ciampa is struggling here. The WWE Universe getting behind these superstars. Tommaso Ciampa fighting his way back out the corner, and he was looking for that knee again, but luckily for him, he was able to avoid a big strike by Axiom, and that wicked clothesline finally creates some separation, and Johnny Gargano back into the ring. Johnny Gargano, possibly the freshest superstar out of the bunch here. Not really had a look in this match. As now, oh, Johnny Gargano looking for a drop kick. Oh, sorry, I should say a super kick there, but Axiom getting the upper hand once again. Well, Axiom there was having some words with Tommaso Ciampa, and Tommaso Ciampa clearly not too pleased about it. But now into a German suplex, hooking the arms and planting Johnny wrestling. Nathan Frazier back into the ring. The tag team champions are building momentum. DIY, their pursuit of the tag team gold could be about to slip through their fingers. There's now a big strike. And oh my word, Nathan Frazier with an interesting Hurricane Rana there, heading up to the top rope. He could be thinking about putting Johnny Gargano away, looking for the frog splash, couldn't connect with it, but a drop kick in response by Johnny Gargano. And now Nathan Frazier is sent into the corner. Tommaso Ciampa tagging back in. Nathan Frazier in big trouble. The knee to the midsection. Big kick to the side of the head as well. As now Tommaso Ciampa into the cover. And he's looking to utilize the ropes here. Tommaso Ciampa. Is he going to do it? No. And Nathan Frazier shocked that Tommaso Ciampa would swoop that low. But I mean, I'm not sure why you're shocked. You've seen what he's been up to in recent months, him and Johnny Gargano. And Nathan Frazier trying to stay on top of things here. Sending Ciampa into the corner. Ciampa avoids that strike as now Nathan Frazier off of the top rope into the moonsault. I mean, back and forth we go between these two teams. And now Tommaso Ciampa being cranked away at the jaw there. Nathan Frazier just trying to wear Ciampa down. As now looking for a knee to the side of the head. And again, as we stated before, Tommaso Ciampa just taking so much punishment in this one. He possibly needs to find another tag, and soon. Big drop kick connecting for Nathan Frazier. He can feel it. He's building off the momentum of the crowd. And now slowly just picking apart Tommaso Ciampa here. Taking his time, maybe taking a little bit too long here. Nathan Frazier. Tommaso Ciampa back to his feet. But Frazier quicker to the punch here. Now planting Ciampa off of the neck breaker. Tommaso Ciampa is really struggling. He's looking for the tag. And I'm not sure that Axiom quite realizes it, as Johnny Gargano is back into the ring again. And he's able to beat Axiom to the punch there. As now Johnny Gargano dropping the knee, or the face onto the knee, I should say, of Axiom. Oh, and a big kick to the hamstring by Johnny Gargano, and sending Axiom to the outside. As now Johnny Gargano just teasing away here, and Tommaso Ciampa just talking some trash to Axiom, and Axiom's in big trouble. Oh, hold on a second. A bit of miscommunication here by DIY. Tommaso Ciampa was about to send Axiom back into the ring, but Johnny Gargano wants to make sure that he deals some more punishment on the outside. And now DIY communicating with each other. They need to get on the same page here if they want to defeat the tag team champions. As now Johnny Gargano is perhaps looking to send Axiom back into the ring now, but Axiom back to his feet again. Johnny Gargano finding a reversal. And now Gargano with a kick to the face of Axiom. And these two just brawling on the outside right now. They've got to be careful because of the count out here. But now, Axiom with Johnny Gargano, sending him back into the ring. Axiom not looking to take a count out victory. The tag team champions have been trying to get clean victories everywhere they can. And tonight is no different. You could argue that maybe Axiom had the opportunity to take the count-out victory there, but he decided against it. The question is, will that come back to haunt him into a shooting star press? Now into the cover for the victory. No. Kick out found for Gargano. And now Axiom just targeting the arm and the shoulder of Johnny Gargano. And Gargano's in trouble here. Axiom back to his feet. Or Johnny Gargano back to his feet, I should say. As now looking for a double team here. Oh my word. Johnny Gargano is in big trouble. Planted off of the brainbuster. And now the frog splash connecting as well Double team action by the tag team champions. Into the cover. Tommaso Ciampa into the ring. Is he going to be able to break up the count? I think he may have just about saved the matchup for his team and then avoided that strike from Nathan Frazier. But the question is, has he been able to bide enough time for his tag team partner, Johnny Gargano? Seems like maybe he has it, as Gargano gaining the upper hand for a moment and sending Nathan Frazier face first into the turnbuckle, busting him open. And Johnny Gargano, well, what is he doing? Playing up to the WWE Universe, and that may have cost him. Oh, he's found a reversal and a bulldog connecting. Johnny Gargano finding some form late in this matchup. This could be what DIY need to turn this one around. He's now into the corner. Johnny Gargano with the lawn dart into the turnbuckle. Of course, in the other corner, that's what busted Nathan Frazier wide open into the cover. But Fraxiom able to save things for the tag team champions. Now Tommaso Ciampa back into the ring again. Tommaso Ciampa needs to try and stay in control of this one. Nathan Frazier back to his feet. And Ciampa again, slower to the punch. Seems like the tag team champions just one step ahead of Tommaso Ciampa here this evening. As Ciampa now, he's caught Fraxiom. And now planting Fraxiom, busting him wide open in the fairy tale ending, but no. Nathan Frazier quickly into the ring, able to avoid that attempt at an attack there. And then a bulldog connecting for Frazier. But the referee trying to tell Nathan Frazier to get out of the ring here. Luckily for Tommaso Ciampa, he's quicker to his feet than Fraxiom was. Sending Fraxiom into the corner, and oh my word. Well, DIY, they could be sizing up here. Meet in the middle connecting. And this could be it. It could be all over to pin one half of the tag team champions for the victory. Oh my word, a 1 count found there. And Johnny Gargano is screaming at the referee, telling him that was a slow count. As now, oh my word, Johnny Gargano's been caught into a crossface. This is the move that usually Johnny Gargano uses. Is he going to tap out to his own move here? Tommaso Ciampa quickly into the ring though, saving things for his tag team partner and his team. And now, Nathan Frazier with the hot tag. Johnny Gargano in trouble once again. Nathan Frazier with a frog splash off the second rope, and this could be it. Tag team champions for the victory. No! Huge kick out found for Gargano. How is he still in this one? Nathan Frazier to the second rope again, looking for the 450, but he couldn't find it, or the Phoenix Splash I should say. Couldn't quite connect with it. Johnny Gargano, a big moment that for DIY, because if that had connected, I'm sure this one would have been all over. Tommaso Ciampa back into the ring again, as Nathan Frazier now could be the one who's suffering from all of the punishment in this matchup. Busted wide open just a short while ago by Johnny Gargano, as now, oh my word, going for another double team here. DIY, I thought for a moment they could have maybe been thinking about another meet in the middle, but luckily for Fraxiom, they decided against that. There's now Johnny Gargano out on the apron here, off with a springboard with a drop kick to the back of the head. Johnny Gargano pushing Nathan Frazier to the limit, and again a double team, and we could be seeing another meet in the middle, connecting Nathan Frazier. Down and out, but Fraxiom quickly into the ring and able to break up the count before Johnny Gargano could stop him. And now knee to the midsection there, right to the gut and to the liver. Just going to drive the wind out of Nathan Frazier. Now Frazier finding a reversal again here, but he's in dangerous territory now in DIY's corner. Johnny Gargano trying to talk some trash and distract Nathan Frazier here. But Frazier, he may have taken his eye off the ball, because Ciampa back into this one with a reversal. And DIY are slowly picking apart Nathan Frazier here. Oh, big elbow found. Reversal out of the corner. And Frazier is trying to get back to his tag team partner, but now another double team for DIY. Nathan Frazier getting a little bit desperate for that tag. Big elbow drop to the spine. There's now Johnny Gargano looking for the body splash, but he couldn't connect with it. And instead, a corkscrew cross body connecting for Nathan Frazier. And it looks like he's going to go for the tag now. He's created that space, created that room. And now Axiom back into the ring. What a matchup this is to open up Monday Night Raw, as Axiom was looking for that Spanish fly. But Johnny Gargano found a reversal and a big strike there, but Axiom was able to reverse it. Now looking for a German suplex, but into a roll-up in DIY's corner. Is it going to be enough to steal the win? No! Kick out found for Gargano. And well, this match just keeps swinging like a pendulum from one direction to the other. As now, oh my word, looking for a double team. The tag team champions connecting. Nathan Frazier connecting with that shoulder tackle, but Johnny Gargano wisely heading to the outside. Of course, the match cannot be won out there. It's now Nathan Frazier into a sling blade, connecting, and now up onto the barricade here. Nathan Frazier, what on earth is he thinking? Putting it all on the line into a blockbuster and connecting with himself. May have done just as much damage to himself as he did to Johnny Gargano, as he landed onto that LED screen and on the back of his head. But now back into the ring, Nathan Frazier looking for the victory, hooking a leg. Is it going to be enough to put DIY away? No, another kick out found for Johnny Gargano, and DIY just will not stay down here this evening. Big Enziguri connecting for Frazier. The tag team champions for the first time. There could be some doubt creeping in for them. It's now planting Johnny Gargano after the weekend that both these teams have had. How on earth is this match still going? It's now Axiom back into the ring again. And he's up into the corner. Axiom sizing up Johnny Gargano. And oh my goodness! Johnny Gargano planted, busted wide open. And Axiom not deciding to go for the pin just yet. What on earth is he thinking? He could have had this match won. Instead, going for a moonsault. Probably trying to add insult to injury, hooking a leg here for the victory. Oh my goodness. Johnny Gargano is still in this one. He's been busted wide open. Shooting star press connecting again. And the tag team champions could be closing in on a victory here. Nathan Frazier. Back into the ring he goes. Sending Gargano into the corner. Backing it up. Big chop connecting. And now off the ropes he goes. Big drop kick to the side of the head. Nathan Frazier could be about to get the victory for the tag team champions. Frog splash connecting. Johnny Gargano in deep, deep trouble. But no, Tommaso Ciampa again. Quickly back into the ring and able to break up the count. DIY doing very well at timing those pin breakups efficiently here to save the matchup and ensure that their tag team partner stays in this one. But this could be it. A big kick connecting for Gargano. Onto Gargano for the victory. And well, Axiom pins Johnny Gargano for the victory here. And DIY, their troubles continue. And the tag team championships may have just slipped away and out of their fingers.
So, what happened at SummerSlam? You were supposed to bring home the gold.
Finn,
You know what? It doesn't matter. I've been here before. I've carried brands. I've carried locker rooms. I've carried this entire industry on my back. So if it has to be done again, I'll do it. Because now, I'm not waiting. I'm taking the World Heavyweight Championship. And when I do, Bullet Club rises with me.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we move on with the show, we have the returning Solo Sikoa after he showed up back at SummerSlam and targeted the Intercontinental Champion, the current ruler of the WWE, Femi, just after he defeated the Bulgarian Brute to defend the championship. This man, Solo Sikoa, decided to make his arrival and make his big return. We have yet to see him in 2K25's Universe Mode series, but here he is with Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa by his side. We also saw those two appear back at SummerSlam and attack the Intercontinental Champion. But the question is, what is the purpose of all of this? What does Solo Sikoa want from this? Does he want the championship gold? Or is there something else that he wants? I guess we're about to find out, because Solo Sikoa is about to address the WWE Universe with Tonga Loa and Tama Tonga by his side. Let's see what he's got to say.
Nine long months away from this place. 9 months to sit back, to think, to watch. And what I saw disgusted me. I saw a man walking around with my kind of confidence. I saw a man holding gold, calling himself the ruler of Monday Night Raw. Femi. Everybody clambering to the new shiny toy. Everybody acting like this place belongs to him now. Let me make this real clear. Femi does not rule this show. Not on my watch. Not when I got my MFTs standing right here. This is my show. I am the real ruler of Monday Night Raw.
Oh, hold on a second. The ruler is here. Femi, the Intercontinental Champion, making his way down to the ring. Of course, Femi was not about to allow Solo Sikoa to get away with the shenanigans back at SummerSlam, and I'm sure the ruler is probably looking for some revenge here tonight. But how wise is this in a 3-on-1 situation? But let's see what the Intercontinental Champion has got to say.
You talk a lot for a man who jumped me from behind. At SummerSlam, you didn't beat me. You ambushed me. So if you really believe what you're saying, if you really think you're better than me, then step up. Face me right here, right now. You know what, Oba? I agree. But not with me. You want to fight so bad? Fine. You fight my family tree. Right here, right now. Coward.
And well, the Intercontinental Champion not about to back down from a challenge here, as Solo Sikoa deciding that he believes that Obafemi thinks that he's arrived on the scene and that he's bigger and badder and tougher than everybody else. But Solo Sikoa believes that this is his show and it belongs to him, as he has arrived back on the scene with the Tongans. And I mean, Tama Tonga here looking as vicious as ever, trying to target the Intercontinental Champion and handicap action here. And I mean, I don't know how wise this is for Obafemi. Of course, he successfully defended his championship against Rusev back at SummerSlam into a power slam connecting onto Tama Tonga. Obafemi though continuing the offense here. As Tama Tonga now, of course, he'll have the upper hand here, because the longer he stays in the ring, the fresher that Tonga Loa stays, as Obafemi was looking for a roll up there. And hold on a second, Solo Sikoa entering the ring for a moment, trying to cause a distraction here. And I mean, he may have just caused a distraction to Tama Tonga, as Obafemi able to avoid Tama Tonga's strike in the corner, as well as Solo Sikoa, as now Tama Tonga able to break on out of that Boston Crab attempt. Now sending Obafemi into the corner here, looking perhaps for a double team there with Tonga Loa. But now Obafemi just continuing the offense on Tama Tonga, trying to keep Tama Tonga in the ring, I guess, and try and dish out as much punishment onto him as possible, as Tonga Loa just watches on. Solo Sikoa on the outside as well, as now Obafemi with the blockbuster connecting. Tama Tonga quickly back to his feet though. Big right hand by Obafemi. Now planting Tama Tonga, and now into the cover, but Tonga Loa quickly into the ring and going to break up the count here. And I mean, this is exactly why this may not be a good idea for Obafemi, because having another man on the outside. Hold on a second, looking for the fall from grace, but Tama Tonga finds a reversal. Solo Sikoa sending a kendo stick into the ring here, as now the Tongans about to double team the champion. Big strike here by Tonga Loa, big headbutt as well. As Tonga Loa now, big right hand, but Obafemi with a headbutt of his own. Obafemi, one of the most dominant superstars that we've seen here in Universe Mode, planting Tonga Loa. And Obafemi, despite being in a handicap situation with the numbers disadvantage here, Obafemi is holding his own. And if anything, you could say he's controlling this matchup, heading up to the top rope. Obafemi looking to fly the Intercontinental Champion into the cover, off with a splash, looking for the victory to end this one, but no, kick out found by Tonga Loa. He's just about able to hang in there. And I mean, Solo Sikoa is not going to be too happy, I'm sure, if these two cannot get the victory. And Solo Sikoa again heading into the ring, just causing a distraction for Jessica Carr here, but he needs to be careful, because of course he could be sent to the back if he tries to play with fire too much. But hold on a second, fall from grace connecting. Solo Sikoa cannot believe it, but Tama Tonga, what is he doing? Well, it seemed like maybe Tama Tonga was about to take out the referee there, but luckily for Jessica Carr, that didn't happen, as now Solo Sikoa on the outside causing a distraction to Obafemi. Jessica Carr distracted with Tama Tonga on the other side, but now back into action. Tonga Loa couldn't quite take advantage, as Obafemi again just getting the upper hand. Heading up to the top rope now, as Tonga Loa looking for the tag, and he's able to get it, and Obafemi misses on that big elbow drop, a mistake there by the champion. But now another fall from grace, this time connecting to Tama Tonga right in front of Solo Sikoa, looking for the victory. No, huge kick out at the last possible second, and Obafemi can't believe it. I thought that one was all over, and I think this WWE crowd did as well. Just tossing Tama Tonga into the corner now. Obafemi, the ruler, looking to rule over Solo Sikoa and his family here, as now Solo, just a little bit of a game plan there, whispered in the ear to Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa, as now Tama Tonga planted again, and off the ropes, Obafemi, Tama Tonga back to his feet, big strike, and now Sent off the ropes is Obafemi. Spine buster connecting for Tama Tonga. And Obafemi is in deep, deep trouble. Tama Tonga is sizing him up here. Tama Tonga with the Tongan twist into the cover for the victory right in front of Solo Sikoa to pin the champion, but no. A kick out found by Obafemi. As now Tama Tonga with the champion back to his feet. Gonna send him into the corner. The Tongans finally getting the upper hand in this one. Solo Sikoa looking delighted on the outside. And whatever game plan he whispered in the ears of the Tongans, it seems like it's paying off right now as the champion is planted by Tongaloa. Tongaloa now looking for an elbow drop of his own, couldn't connect with it. Misses out on that one. Obafemi back to his feet and tossing Tongaloa over the top rope here. And I mean, this could potentially be part of the plan of Solo Sikoa, but Obafemi, at least for now, not about to head to the outside. Well, there we go. And oh my goodness, out of absolutely nowhere, a spear connecting from Tongaloa, taking out the champion. And I mean, that could have been the bait that Solo Sikoa was looking for. And well, Tongaloa just wiped out Jessica Carr. You have to wonder whether that's done on purpose or not. As Tongaloa now with the champion in his clutches. But I mean, Obafemi gonna head to the outside. Not sure why. Maybe perhaps thinking about utilizing a weapon perhaps here, but Tongaloa, oh my word, a slap across the face by the champion. And now Tongaloa just tossed into the barricade by Obafemi. My goodness, the chaos ensuing in this matchup. As now Obafemi sending Tongaloa back into the ring here. Jessica Carr back to her feet again. And now Solo Sikoa once again causing a distraction, and Obafemi asking Solo why he didn't get involved just a moment ago. And if he's not going to step up to the plate, then why is he out here? Tongaloa though back to his feet, and he's caught the champion. And oh my goodness, planting Obafemi head first into the canvas. And the champion's in trouble. Big knee. Oh, no. Was looking for the big knee, but Obafemi found a reversal. Tongaloa though still with the upper hand here. And Tongaloa asking the champion if this is all he's got. Before into the corner with the splash. Tongaloa heading up to the top rope. Could he be about to pin the Intercontinental Champion perhaps? Tongaloa with the elbow drop to the spine. Into the cover he goes, hooking the leg to pin the Intercontinental Champion. No, big kick out found for Obafemi. The ruler still hanging in there, but Tama Tonga now heading back into the ring. As now Tama Tonga, oh my word, Obafemi finds a reversal again. And now he's sizing up Tama Tonga here. Is he going to connect again? Fall from grace again, but Tongaloa wasting no time. Straight into the ring, breaking up the count and saving things for the Tongans. As Obafemi up to the top rope again. Obafemi looking for the big body splash, connecting, and oh my goodness, Tama Tonga just wiping out Obafemi there. Obafemi slowly back to his feet in the corner, and a big headbutt connecting. And oh my goodness, Tama Tonga relentless here, busting open the champion and then targeting that wound again and again. Tongaloa showing absolutely no mercy here. As now Tongaloa back into the ring. Looking to continue the offense, but a big clothesline connecting for the champion. He's not about to make this easy for the Tongans. He's going to continue fighting here. Is Obafemi. Big strike to the spine. Sent into the corner is Tongaloa again, as Tama Tonga just distracting Obafemi for a moment there. And now, oh, sent to the outside is Tongaloa. And now Obafemi going to toss Tama Tonga into the ring as well. He's going to look to take two people out at once here, off of the ropes. Obafemi, luckily for Tama Tonga, he was able to avoid whatever Obafemi was going for there. Tama Tonga though, feeling a little bit dazed here perhaps. It's now Tongaloa slowly back into the ring. Tama Tonga, you have to wonder, is this all an act here from him? Causing the distraction to the referee perhaps, as Tongaloa finds a reversal of his own. Now sending Obafemi into the corner, big strike to the midsection, and now looking for the double team here. The Tongans Oh my word, planting over Femi, and this could be all over. The double team for the Tongans into the cover to pin the champion, Tama Tonga. Oh my goodness. Tama Tonga has pinned the Intercontinental Champion. Of course, this is a handicap matchup, but the Tongans with a massive, massive victory there. And statement has been sent by Solo Sikoa here. But what could be next for the Intercontinental Championship? Could one of these two perhaps be the next challenger, or will Solo Sikoa step up to the plate? And ladies and gentlemen, as we move on with the show, we have the new Women's World Champion, Stephanie Vaquer, making her way down to the ring for the first time with the championship gold around her waist. You can hear the eruption in the crowd, in the stadium here on Monday Night Raw, after Stephanie Vaquer was able to be victorious back at SummerSlam after all of the shenanigans during the triple threat match. The likes of Bianca Belair trying to cash in her briefcase, only to be stopped in her tracks by Naomi. And then Lash legend Naomi and Jade Cargill all on the outside, taking each other out. Jade Cargill would eventually get caught by this woman and put down for the title. But let's see what Stephanie Vaquer's got to say here.
For months, people told me I wasn't ready. They said I was talented but inexperienced, that I was impressive but not elite. I heard it all. And last night at SummerSlam, I proved what I've known all along. I am better than Jade Cargill. I had her number. I always did. And deep down, she knew it too. But that was then. This is now. I am the Women's World Champion, and I promise you this. I will carry this championship with honor, pride, and dignity. I will defend it against anyone who proves they are worthy.
Well, look who it is. It's a woman who was also victorious back at SummerSlam inside of Hell in a Cell. It is Becky Lynch after she took down Lyra Valkyria inside of the Devil's Favorite structure. But let's see what Becky has got to say here.
Congratulations, champ. You did something special last night. But let's not get carried away, yeah? Because when we talk about worthy, there is no debate. I am the greatest women's wrestler of all time. And before anyone starts whining, that's not just me saying it. Sports Illustrated says it. I just walked through Hell in a Cell with Lyra Valkyria. I survived. I conquered. So if anyone deserves to be next in line, it's the man.
Well, here is another woman who was successful back at SummerSlam. She took down Naomi, a new version of Naomi, and it seems like Naomi has absolutely snapped after losing to Jordynne Grace, and also feeling as though she also hasn't had her opportunity at the Women's World Championship.
Stephanie, congratulations. You earned that. But I've been in this title picture all year. I've fought through chaos. I fought through betrayals. And I still haven't had a one-on-one shot for that championship. It would be an honor to face you.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Who the hell do you think you are interrupting the man like that? And what in the world are you wearing? Have you been in my husband's wardrobe? No. He has far better style than an oaf like you. Oh, and congratulations. You beat poor little Naomi at SummerSlam. Whoop-dee-doo. But this is the big time, and you don't just walk in and ask for it.
Enough. If both of you believe you're worthy, if you believe you're still the standard, and if you believe you've earned your moment, then next week on Raw, you face each other. The winner becomes the #1 contender for my Women's World Championship.
And ladies and gentlemen, as we move into the main event of the evening, we have Finn Balor looking to finally cement himself as the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. He made it clear when he formed the Bullet Club that he did so that he would finally have the numbers game on his side. After last year in 2K24's universe mode, this man, Finn Balor, won the World Heavyweight Championship. But unfortunately for him, he only did so because he brought out the Demon, and then he lost the title a month later after becoming too arrogant and too overconfident against Carmelo Hayes back at Cyber Sunday. But now Finn Balor, he could be about to head towards Cyber Sunday and even Saturday night's main event, which is the next coming PLE. Finn Balor could be the #1 contender heading into one of those two shows here if he's able to be victorious here tonight against the visionary Seth freaking Rollins. So, ladies and gentlemen, here is the visionary, the opponent for Finn Balor here tonight, looking to become the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship himself after defeating Roman Reigns. But as we stated before, Finn Balor has got some big victories under his belt this year in Universe Mode, defeating the likes of Roman Reigns and Gunther, just to name a few. But Seth freaking Rollins seems to always have a trick up his sleeve, and you have to wonder, could that masked attacker maybe show up again here tonight? So here we go, Finn Balor and Seth freaking Rollins in the main event of Monday Night Raw for the #1 contendership of the World Heavyweight Championship. And here Finn Balor with a big chop to Seth freaking Rollins. Of course, back at SummerSlam, we did see Paul Heyman return and seemingly turn his back on CM Punk after pretty much saving Punk from being put through the table by the champion at the time, Drew McIntyre. But Drew McIntyre currently out of action after suffering that pile driver through the announce desk by CM Punk. And CM Punk, of course, as well. He is not here this evening either after suffering that loss at SummerSlam and receiving 3 spears by the badass Bron Breakker. But one of these two men will be the next #1 contender to take on Bron Breakker and fight for that World Heavyweight Championship. Finn Balor now heading back into the ring. Seth freaking Rollins just teasing Finn Balor for a moment there. But Seth needs to make sure that he doesn't overlook Finn Balor because, as we stated before, he has big victories this year in Universe Mode. And he seems to have a chip on his shoulder and he wants that World Heavyweight Championship once again. And now Finn just cranking away at the neck here of Seth freaking Rollins. And now just the leverage of Finn Balor there. Cranking away at the jaw. And Seth freaking Rollins can't seem to find a way out of this one. Finn Balor out wrestling the Visionary for now. Finn Balor still in control. Just targeting that shoulder. And of course we must ask the question as to whether we will see the arrival of the OTC here this evening. Of course we're here in the main event, so you have to wonder, does he still have a bone to pick with Seth freaking Rollins after the way their matchup ended back at SummerSlam? You'd have to think so. And now Finn Balor with a stomp to the spine of Seth Rollins. And now choking out Seth freaking Rollins here. And Finn Balor heading up to the second rope. Seth freaking Rollins could be in the drop zone. Double axe handle connecting. And Finn Balor into the cover, looking for the victory. And of course we did see Finn Balor, AJ Styles and JD McDonough with an interaction backstage earlier on this evening. Finn Balor making it clear that he wasn't too pleased that those two didn't bring the tag team gold back to the Bullet Club. But now Finn Balor into the pinfall, looking to become the #1 contender. Can he do it? No, big kick out found for Seth. And of course Finn Balor making it clear that he wants to do things all alone here tonight. You have to wonder, will the Bullet Club come to his aid if needed? Big elbow by Seth freaking Rollins. Now planting Finn Balor face first into the canvas. And now Seth off with a springboard. Moonsault connecting. And Seth Rollins telling Finn Balor to bring the fight. Finn Balor back to his feet. He's been caught. Seth Rollins looking for the pedigree, but Finn Balor able to find a massive reversal there. And that could be a big turning point, because Finn Balor is building momentum right now. And he's got Seth freaking Rollins up and planted off of the 1916. And Finn Balor telling Seth Rollins that he's about to become the #1 contender. Surprisingly enough, not going for the pinfall, instead heading up to the top rope, another double axe handle connecting. And now he goes into the pin. Finn Balor looking for the victory, #1 contender. No, big kick out found for Seth freaking Rollins. Well, what a main event this is already. These two superstars fighting for the opportunity to fight for the gold. As now, an arm drag connecting for Finn Balor. And Seth Rollins is struggling all of a sudden here. Oh, just as I say so, Seth finds a reversal. Planting Finn Balor on the mat. And now Seth Rollins gonna just crank away at the spine here. It looked like he had his thumbs in the eyes of Finn Balor for a moment. Now looking for a double axe handle again. Finn Balor couldn't connect with it. As now Seth Rollins with a huge knee to the face. Just planted Finn Balor there. And now Finn finds an elbow, fighting back out of the corner, but back and forth we go between these two. Seth Rollins, though, looking for the curb stomp connecting. And Finn Balor near the rope. Seth freaking Rollins needs to drag him away to ensure there isn't a rope break here. And that could be valuable seconds being cost for the Visionary. But into the cover for the victory. No, Finn Balor That split second of having to drag him away from the ropes there may have just cost Seth freaking Rollins. The WWE Universe don't want this matchup to end. Of course, we've had some history between these two back in 2K24's Universe Mode series as well for the same World Heavyweight Championship, but now for the victory, no. Kick out found by Finn. And Seth Rollins, for a moment, I thought he may have been going for another curb stomp, but instead deciding to go for a knee to the side of the face. And now, oh, Finn Balor able to, well, sucker in Seth freaking Rollins there. And Finn just laughing away as Seth Rollins missed entirely. And now Seth, seemingly the anger just increasing, and he needs to control his emotions here. But Seth Rollins utilising the ropes, looking to take advantage, but no, kick out found for Finn. And Finn Balor can't believe that Seth Rollins is swooping that low. But I mean, I'm not too surprised myself. Big kick to the chest by Seth Rollins. And well, I mean, Finn Balor's teasing. Maybe a little bit of arrogance shown again. Could possibly cost him once more here. There's now Seth Rollins looking for the knee, missing out on it. Finn Balor, though, was able to avoid it. Is now taking Seth Rollins down to the mat, and Finn Balor is going to head to the top rope. Could be looking for the coup de grace, not connecting. Seth Rollins, though, into the curb stomp. What a reversal, curb stomp connecting. And oh my goodness, AJ Styles has arrived, trying to help out Finn Balor, it seems like. Although Finn, earlier this evening, was stating that he wanted to do this all on his own. AJ Styles distracting the referee for a moment here. The referee trying to send AJ Styles back to the locker room. But hold on a second. Well, look at this. It's the Master Attacker once again. We saw this person back at SummerSlam helping Seth freaking Rollins. But now with a curb stomp off of the top rope, taking out Finn Balor. And now this Master Attacker off into the crowd. And Seth freaking Rollins maybe had this all planned. Seth freaking Rollins with Finn Balor right where he wants him. And a second curb stomp connecting, and Finn Balor has been screwed over right here into the pin. Seth freaking Rollins is the #1 contender to the World Heavyweight Championship, and AJ Styles clearly disappointed. And I mean, I'm sure Finn Balor's not going to be too pleased at the fact that AJ Styles made his way out here, because you could argue that that opened up the door for Seth freaking Rollins and his Master Attacker to take advantage and take Finn Balor down. But Seth freaking Rollins is the #1 contender.